All right, today we are working on a restore from another computer in OpenText Server Backup, formerly Carbonite Server Backup or EVault, and that restore is failing with an error opening that file from this vault for input. And what that means on that for input is that it can't read it from the vault. Now, this particular task has had a good restore in the past. It existed here on the MS SQL server as an available restore from another computer job, so we would expect that it should be able to restore that particular data. Because it says from input from the vault on our restore, we do need to take a look at the vault logs. So I've brought up my active vault here. Now, even though the destination for this data, because it's a restore from another computer, is the MS SQL server, the job was hosted by the DC1 backup, and so we need to go look at the logs for DC1. Now, the latest is the sync log, because that's what the agent does when it reaches out to a vault, is it needs to synchronize the latest information. But when I scroll down to the bottom, we have this 0 warnings, errors, and failures. So that must mean we need to look somewhere else for where this problem is occurring. Let's jump back to our portal and take a look at that that restore log again. So even though we were connecting to the Vault A originally, it had an error, and so then it needed to reach out and keep going further down the list where it eventually disconnected from Vault P, which is the passive vault in my case. So let's jump over there and take a look at those logs. We've drilled down to the same spot for the DC1 server because that's where the data is coming from. And there we have it. We have the synchronized log, but we also have the restore log. So let's take a look at that one. And there you go. I've cleaned that up a little bit to be easier to see in the video. And here's something very interesting. We're preparing to restore from Safeset number 2 in our original restore, but here it says 0 and Safeset number 0 does not exist. Well, that doesn't make any sense because even on the very next line, we have Safeset number 2. Well, let's go take a look at this task and check the status of those safesets. So here on the passive vault, I've got a list of those safesets pulled up. We were restoring from Safeset number 2, but we don't have Safeset number 2 anymore. And on the active vault, jumping back here to its backups, same thing. It matches as it should. It only has safesets 1 and then 3 moving forward. So this brings us to the root of the problem. Jumping back to Portal here, this BMR restore from DC1 is an old restore that we did at some point in the past. And what had happened is that Safeset number 2 had rolled off per retentions and is no longer available, but the agent doesn't know about that. And so if you were to use this old one that's listed here under the select action dropdown and then restore, the agent still thinks it's available and will present it to you. So the proper way to restore from another computer, especially if it's been a little bit of time, is to actually go into this select action dropdown and hit the delete job for that BMR. And this is only going to remove it from the configuration for MS SQL and its knowledge about the job. It will not remove the actual data that's on the vault. So I'll type in confirm here. And now the MS SQL server doesn't know about it. And just to kind of show you that it's not taking it out here, I will jump back to the active vault. I'm going to hit refresh, and we can see that the data still exists. Basically, all the information on MS SQL was stale, and we need to go through the process again under the select task and then the restore from another computer process to get that restore going again. If you're not familiar with the restore from another computer process and how to get that started, I do have another video that goes through all of the steps needed to get to this point. From here, though, we click on the Browse Calendar, and we go back. We have Safeset number 1. The very next day, jumps to 3, 4, and 5, and 2 is no longer available because it's not on the vault. And there you have it. You just have to select a different day for restore and be able to get your data back as needed. So if you have any questions about this process and about anything of the functionality there, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and we'll catch you in another video. See ya.